Hi everyone, good afternoon. I hope you well. Today I'm going to talk about the general implement of the foreign course, characteristics, units, and phase. I will also comment on the university regulations, learning outcomes, rights and duties, degree programs, amongst other things. Okay. Then I will start with the characters. The course is characterized by consist of the five learning phase, divided into two unit days. Its main feature is that they give us in detail. Activities are developed based on an object of the student where the teacher in training appropriation the information provided. Um, the phase are sealed. Step 1 recognitions activity. Step 2 and 3 title observation practice, and step 4 final action. It is important to highlight that is theoretical practice course uh, where a given moment, a place of studying in assigned to the teacher in trade in the natural fields that consists of 32 hours, where they will be divided into 18 hours of observation to development of materials and the last three in ASAPEC with mandatory virtual meetings. Mm, the foreign course has 2 hours. Um, the foreign course unit in number one, unit one, acquisition of foreign language from theory to practice. Into the 10 foundations of the acquisition and learning of a foreign language. Um, Internal and external factors in the learning process: age, critical period, motivation, attitude, aptitude, and psychosocial, economic, cultural aspects, among others. Um, in Unit 2, Topic 2, Trend in Foreign Language Learning Trends and Current Methodology or for Learning a Foreign Language. How to implement to use in ACT in the teaching and learning process and classroom. Mm, in the course, there are also two learning outcomes, which are number one, review the characteristics and particulars of the educational practice process. Uh, the next, number two, evaluation of the didactic learning strategy used in the classroom based on student learning. Um, Next, there is pre-practice seminar, which I held semester in before and it shown that students has optimal conditions for the development of their PPE. Um, Degree programs that are in the UNAD are lessons in educación and lessons in child pedagogy, mathematics, degree in foreign language with emphasis in English and philosophy. Mm, the duties the duties of the students of the degree in develop of the periodical of educational practice. Mm, Number one, choose English in the current not students regulation. And number two, read the understand the practice generate document pedagogy and educational of the school of educational science. Mm, Number three. Number three, responsibilities. I submit the estimate process of the pedagogy and educational practice from enrollment and practice and participation in the pre-practice seminar. Um, uh, Number four, be affiliations with APS or CISBEN. Number five, plan and have enjoy time of compliance and deployment of on-site activities and activities in the campus, of course, virtual. Number six, um, making assertive, pertinent, and constant communication with the practice center, the accompanying teacher, and the head teacher in the practice center. Mm, Number seven, assume an adequate personal presentation and express attitude in accordance with his role a future teacher. And number eight, copy with the students and delivery of vaccination activity according to established criteria. Mm, Number nine, know a bit by in the complete with the institutional details for the coexistence establishments in the assigned senior practice. Mm, Number 10, complete with the activities and children establishment in the plan of practical work. Referring from carrying out activities that do not correspond to the academic functions of the retrain process. Mm, and now 11, complete with hours of the practice and activity assigned in the course of the formative rules on pedagogy and educational practice and a scenario of assigned pedagogy practice. The rise of teacher in train in the development of the day pedagogy and educational practice. Mm, and number two, choose entry entries in the current students regulation of UNAT. Number two, to be attained adequately in the pre-practice seminars and to have a relevant practice standard assignment taken into account your net and company with what established in the regulation for their assignment. And number three, receive pertinent teaching accompanies that allows consolations in pedagogy and educational practice. didactics, technology, and reason leading to a stream of the skills and components teacher. And number four, emphasizes induction on the depth of pedagogy, practice, and education is very important. Number five, receive accompany in support from the academy, inter-network, pedagogy, and educational for its location, adaptation, performance, during and practice period. And number six is passive certification of daily practice exercise to be reorganized as professional experience according with the current legal regulation for the volume to the first of in, in chapters and definitions and purposes and purposes. Okay, and purposes article chapter uh, one definitions and purposes. Article 1 definition set of ruler and guidance stipulation by 18 school of program with regulation and definish the conditions and activities necessary for the exercise and the practical component and different external establishment for the development. Article Article 2 Purpose is purpose establishes the conditions and provisions that guide and regulation the development in the activities and pedagogies and educational practice. Article 3 Practical component. The practical component is part curricular constructions in the higher education systems and education for work and human development programs. Article 4 Pedagogy and educational practice. Tragic that articles the snow work and practice of teaching with the social, cultural, and educational content from participation observation. Article este, 5, 5 natural and often the practical component course, the training route of pedagogy and educational practice. Article 6 teacher and training. Teacher and training. A teacher in training is started as a person who formally enrolled in academy in a gradation program at UNAT. Article 7 Article 7 Train routes of pedagogy and educational practice. It is the curricular route in which course and practical component. The practical component of the degrees are programmed from the practice of participant observation. Mm, Article 9 Course and enrollment. The course of the pedagogy and educational practice train route the most interactive in prerequisite of the study. Playing in the street order establishment is the curricular meat of each program. Bye. Gracias. Thank you.